For those of you that don't know me, my name's Tristan. For those of you that do, already know my name. And this is going to be my first real time, like being in front of the camera. Kind of word vomiting out my thoughts and trying to streamline them and use this as sort of an experiment and an experience to get my thoughts out. I'm always telling myself to journal, but unfortunately I'm not the greatest at keeping track of that, and I thought it might be a little bit easier for me to just these things out onto a video and see how it goes. I'd like to choose to put these on YouTube for a few different reasons. One of which, probably the biggest, would be because other platforms like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, just all these different things seem to be glorifying like the polishing of people and the quick dopamine rushes, those little like funnels, and I just want to present me. I don't want to have to do an hour of editing for videos and have all these things to make something look cool or look polished. I want to offer myself. I want to be the most authentic me that I can be, and that's mainly for myself, just to help get these thoughts out on digital paper, I guess, and help organize myself, and hopefully that'll resonate with someone and help them on their journey as well. But another reason is because it's really hard to do long format things and actually have somewhere to post those things. I know they've got 3 or 10 minute TikTok videos that you can take, but who's really watching those? I've never personally seen a 10-minute TikTok. But another reason why I'm doing this is for the people that look up to me. I know one of which, not only do I look up to her, but she also has looked up to me in these past few years, is for my mom. I know that she is someone who is kind of a perfectionist whenever it comes to what she does, and doesn't want to dive into things unless she knows they'll be the way that she envisions it. And I've been trying to have conversations with her and tell her that she's not even just like boosting up her ego. Like, she actually is an incredible artist. She does hyper realistic oil pastels and charcoal paintings, and has this medium that she's had with her since she was a kid, and hasn't really been able to get it out to the world. And so been trying to talk to her about doing something like this, posting her videos and just time lapsing her process, and she always comes back with, oh well, I want to, but it's not going to be as polished or as pretty as I want it to be, and it's, who's going to want to watch that anyways? And so this right here, the unpolished unscripted version of myself right now is, partly for that cause as well, because I would like for her to know that it doesn't have to be as pretty as you want it to be, or as you think it should be. You just have to start somewhere, you know, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I know that I would like to be able to share my story, share my thoughts, share my perspectives and my process on life, and the things that I do, and hopefully be able to build a community out of it and, make something of myself and get out of this rat race of doing construction and, just being raised in that lifestyle. It's like, no, I don't want to do it my whole life. I've been doing construction since I was like 8 years old. I'm 26 now, and it's taxing, you know. Um, I would really like to be able to get to a point where I can share my process and, make enough to get by and do the traveling and have the experiences that would really fulfill my soul. Um, and yeah, I mean, I hope that this, resonates with some people and, um, can, help people through their process on, no matter what it is, just start. It doesn't have to be some polished piece of perfection. Um, there's a great quote that I heard a while back. It said, "You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great." And I mean, that's something that's, even before hearing that quote, um, the essence of that has always resonated with me, as far as, no matter what I go into, I know that there's a learning curve. Whether it be, as a kid, started doing boxing, I was terrible. I got my ass beat all the time. Was not the best at it. Uh, but, then eventually going down the road, 10 years plus later, was, seeing myself doing the things that I looked up to other people to be able to do. And obviously, I wasn't, at the end of that journey, at the end of the road, but I knew that I had progressed. And, same thing with jujitsu, same thing with acrobatics, same thing with construction. Wasn't the best at it, still learning things in all of those aspects. It's not fully polished, it's nowhere near perfect. Every one of those things has to, evolve in its own time. And even with this, like, I'm using corded Apple headphones. I'm literally, where is it? Literally have just a phone stand connected to my water bottle. That's about as unpolished as it gets, guys. But I know that I gotta start somewhere. And a little bit of humility goes a long way. So I pray that this reaches the right audience, and stay tuned.